Hello, beautiful humans. I'm Jen Madrone, and tonight I want to talk about loneliness on the path of awakening, on the path of spiritual transformation, because it's something I hear from my clients quite often is that they feel a really deep sense of loneliness at the core of their being. And this can come at any stage of the process, but it often comes once we really committed and started doing the really deep work of digging deep within ourselves, and we may lose some of our connections or just start to feel like we don't have that connection with the people that we thought we did, that people just don't understand us. They don't get what we're going through, and we start disconnecting on many levels. And this loneliness can show up even if you're in a relationship, if you have a family and people around you all the time, or if obviously if you're on your own and you don't have a partner or a family at the moment, because it's not really about whether you have people around you. It's about wanting and craving connection, and a deep connection on a deeper level, because as we begin to awaken, we awaken to the fact that we've been living surface level lives, and that's no longer good enough for us anymore. And so we start with ourselves, with creating that deep connection that we crave with ourselves. And in order to do that, we do the deep personal work that's difficult, that's challenging, that makes us feel alone, that makes us feel like no one could possibly understand what we're going through, because it is such a personal process. And it's at this point where we may feel like we'll always be alone. We might start to be jealous when we see other people that have the relationships that we wish we had. And then on the other hand, we there's a paradox, because we really want that deep connection, but we know that we need to do that deep work and have that time to ourselves, because that really is an important part of the process. The individuation is such an essential part of the awakening process. We have to disconnect from people in order to know ourselves as powerful humans without the attachments, without the codependent relationships, without the things that have kept us from really looking deeply at who we are. And that can be really challenging, and it can be really scary. It takes a lot of courage to stand on our own and do that deep work and not worry about what other people think and not worry if we're alone at the moment. It definitely takes courage. But the interesting thing is that once we move through that place of loneliness and we move through a certain amount of that deep self work, and we move into that process of individuation and personal power, we start to see that we actually aren't alone. It really takes accepting this loneliness and stepping into our power to know that we aren't alone. Because once we know ourselves as on a deeply energetic level, as energetic beings, then we understand that we are connected on that same level with everyone around us. And that's so essential, that each one of us show up for ourselves in this place of from this place of personal power, that we show up for our relationships from this place of personal power, and that we bring that energy to this planet, because that's the energy that will transform our lives and will transform the planet around us. So if you're in that place of loneliness, first just love the shit out of yourself. Really give yourself credit for having the courage to do the deep work, and stay present with yourself, stay present with the work, and really just look at how you can step into your power in a bigger way. And if you're in this place and you are ready to step into your power to move through the loneliness and the fears, but you want some help with this process. If you feel stuck or confused about it, then please reach out to me, send me a private message, and we can see if the work that I do with my clients would be a good fit for you. So, sending so much love to you all. If you have any questions, leave them here in the comments. And I hope you have a great night. See you in the Facebook group.